If you live in the United States today, there is one reality that almost everyone shares, regardless of age, background, or profession. Money feels more complicated than it used to. Even people who are working hard, earning steady paychecks, and doing what they were told would lead to stability often feel financially uncertain. This feeling is not accidental, and it is not a personal failure. It is the result of how the modern American financial system works and how fast it has changed. For decades, the formula for success in the United States seemed simple. Get an education, find a stable job, work consistently, and over time your life would naturally improve. That formula worked for many people in the past, but today it no longer guarantees security. Costs rise faster than wages, debt has become normal, and a single income stream has become fragile. This shift has forced millions of Americans to rethink how they earn, spend, save, and plan for the future. Understanding money in the United States today requires more than budgeting tips or motivational advice. It requires clarity about how income actually flows, how expenses silently grow, and how financial stability is built slowly through systems, habits, and realistic decisions. This is not about shortcuts or hype. It is about learning how the game really works and how to play it intelligently. One of the biggest misconceptions about money in America is that financial stress only affects people with low income. In reality, financial stress exists at almost every income level. Many households earning six figures still live paycheck to paycheck. The reason is not that they are careless, but that lifestyle costs tend to expand alongside income. When income increases, expenses often increase even faster. Bigger homes, higher insurance, newer cars, subscriptions, convenience spending, and social pressure quietly absorb the extra money. This is why income alone does not create stability. Stability comes from margin. Margin is the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Without margin, even a high income can feel fragile. With margin, even a modest income can feel secure. The modern American economy has also shifted risk onto individuals. Healthcare costs, retirement planning, education expenses, and emergency savings are now largely personal responsibilities. Employers no longer provide the level of long-term security they once did. This means that financial independence today is not optional. It is necessary. In this environment, relying on a single source of income is one of the greatest risks an American can take. A job can be lost, hours can be reduced, industries can change, and health issues can interrupt work. This is why the most financially resilient Americans focus on income diversification, not because they want to work endlessly, but because they want options. Income diversification does not mean chasing every opportunity. It means intentionally building additional income streams that fit your lifestyle, energy level, and long-term goals. Even one additional stream of income can dramatically reduce financial stress. It creates breathing room. It gives you flexibility, and it allows you to make decisions from a place of control instead of fear. In the United States, side income has become mainstream. Millions of Americans now earn money outside their primary job through delivery platforms, freelance services, online work, content creation, consulting, and digital products. Some of these provide fast cash while others build long-term value. The key difference between people who succeed and those who struggle is not access to opportunities, but how they approach them. There are three core types of income that dominate the modern American financial landscape. The first is active income. This is income where time is directly exchanged for money. Examples include hourly work, delivery driving, local services, and short-term online tasks. Active income is reliable and predictable, but limited by time and energy. The second type is skill-based income. This includes services such as writing, editing, design, video creation, UGC content consulting, and freelancing. Skill-based income tends to pay more per hour and becomes more valuable over time as skills improve. It also provides leverage, because one skill can be sold repeatedly to different clients. The third type is asset-based or semi-passive income. This includes things like monetized content, digital products, print on demand, and affiliate systems. These require effort up front, but they can continue producing income long after the initial work is done. While they are not truly passive, they offer scalability and long-term upside. The most financially stable Americans combine these income types strategically. They might use active income to cover immediate expenses, while building skill-based or asset-based income in the background. This approach reduces pressure and increases long-term potential. However, income alone is not enough. Many Americans increase their earnings but remain stressed because they lack structure. Structure is what turns effort into results. Without structure, money becomes unpredictable and emotionally draining. A financial system does not need to be complex. In fact, the simpler it is, the more effective it becomes. A system means knowing when you earn, how you earn, where your money goes, and what each dollar is assigned to do. When income and expenses are intentional, financial stress decreases dramatically. One of the most powerful shifts an American can make is separating income streams, mentally and practically. Treating side income differently from primary income creates discipline. Side income can be assigned specific roles, such as paying off debt, building savings, investing, or reinvesting into tools and skills. This creates momentum and purpose. Reinvestment is one of the most overlooked principles in personal finance. Many people earn extra money but spend it immediately, which keeps them stuck at the same level. Reinvesting does not mean risky investments. It means improving your earning ability. Better equipment, better education, better tools, and better systems often produce returns far greater than their cost. Money management is the foundation of long-term stability. In the United States, many people avoid tracking their finances because it feels uncomfortable. But avoidance creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates stress. Clarity, even when numbers are not perfect, creates control. A simple approach works best. Tracking income and expenses monthly, separating accounts when possible, and setting aside money for taxes if self-employed are basic habits that protect your future. Saving does not have to be aggressive to be effective. Consistency matters more than amount. Debt plays a major role in American life. Credit cards, auto loans, student loans, and mortgages are common. Debt itself is not inherently bad, but unmanaged debt creates pressure. High interest. Debt is especially dangerous because it grows quietly and consumes future income. Managing debt wisely involves prioritization and restraint, paying down high-interest balances, avoiding unnecessary lifestyle debt, and using credit intentionally rather than emotionally are habits that separate financially stable individuals from those constantly struggling. Credit scores are another critical element of the American financial system. They influence housing options, interest rates, insurance costs, and even employment opportunities in some cases. Protecting your credit score is not about perfection. It is about consistency and responsibility. Beyond mechanics, mindset plays a massive role in financial outcomes. Many Americans associate money with stress, fear, or shame. This emotional relationship leads to avoidance or impulsive decisions. Changing your relationship with money begins with understanding that money is a tool, not a reflection of your worth. Progress in finance is rarely linear. There will be slow periods, unexpected expenses, and moments of doubt. These are not signs of failure. They are part of the process. The people who succeed are not those who avoid setbacks, but those who continue despite them. Patience is one of the most valuable financial skills. In a culture that promotes instant gratification, patience creates a competitive advantage. Most meaningful financial progress happens quietly, over months and years, not days and weeks. A realistic time horizon is essential. Building income streams, improving skills, and stabilizing finances takes time. 30 days can create clarity. 90 days can create momentum. A year can change your trajectory completely. One of the most effective ways to move forward is through short-term plans. A simple 30-day plan can transform confusion into direction, choosing one primary focus. Taking consistent action, reviewing results, and adjusting based on feedback builds confidence and control. Over time, these small cycles compound. Income grows. Skills improve. Decision-making becomes clearer. Stress decreases. This is how real financial stability is built in the United States. Long-term financial success is not about extreme frugality or constant hustle. It is about balance. Earning enough, spending intentionally, saving consistently, and investing wisely. It is about building systems that support your life instead of controlling it. Wealth is often misunderstood. Wealth is not just money in the bank. It is the ability to absorb shocks, make choices freely, and plan without fear. Even modest wealth, when managed well, provides peace of mind. Every American, regardless of starting point, can improve their financial situation through awareness, consistency, and patience. You do not need to know everything. You do not need to be perfect. You simply need to start and continue. The most important step is taking responsibility. Not in a self-blaming way, but in an empowering way. Responsibility means acknowledging reality and choosing action. It means understanding that while you cannot control the entire system, you can control how you respond to it. Financial freedom is not an overnight event. It is a gradual process of building margin, options, and confidence. Each decision matters. Each habit matters. Each step forward matters. If you are listening to this, it means you care about your future. That alone puts you ahead of most people. Direction matters more than speed. Consistency matters more than intensity. Build income intentionally. Manage money clearly. Invest in yourself patiently. And give time the opportunity to work in your favor. This is how real Americans build real financial stability, not through hype, but through understanding, discipline, and persistence. Welcome to USA Earning Lab, where financial clarity leads to financial control, and where progress is built one smart decision at a time.